Good evening, Miss Olson. Just have a few questions for you. You're familiar with the Edmund Fitzgerald, aren't you?
Yes.
You're familiar with the hatch covers on the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yes, I am.
You're familiar that these hatch covers are solid steel
Yes.
and that they're 11 feet by 46 feet?
Yes.
Now, 11 feet by 46 feet, that's nearly 75,000 square inches per hatch cover, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And there are 21 of those hatch covers, aren't there?
On the Fitzgerald, yes.
Now, it's more than 1.5 million square inches of solid steel hatch cover,
Yes, it is.
and the largest damage to any of those 21 hatches was a single 10-inch crack.
Yes. 10-inch crack can be terrible for leakage of water. It can get right through to the hatches.
Now, Ms. Olson, if I could have you, the largest damage to any of those hatches was 10 inches, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, it was.
Now, I'd like to talk to you about the log that you created. You've seen this, haven't you?
Yes.
You have permission to tender or retrieve evidence from the bench?
Yes.
This is that log,
Yes, it is.
and no changes have been made to that log since you last saw it.
No.
Now, if I could have you turn to the third page in that log. This marks page 43. Third line from the bottom. The Fitzgerald says, "We are holding our own," right?
Excuse me, may I ask to be able to see my witness? Thank you.
Fitzgerald says, "We are holding our own," correct?
Yes.
Now, at the bottom of that page, it also says that Fitzgerald enters a squall, which obscures the vessel from radar observation by the Anderson, correct?
Yes.
Now, a squall is a sudden, violent burst of wind,
Yes, that is often accompanied by different kinds of
precipitation.
That's what I said. Yes, sorry.
Now, both of these things happen at 7:10 p.m., right?
Yes.
The last words from the Fitzgerald were, "We are holding our own," weren't they?
Yes.
Now, if I could have you turn to the next page in this document at 7:25 p.m. It says, "The squall clears. The crew of the Anderson is unable to see the Fitzgerald, either visually or on radar." Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
So at 7:25 p.m., the Fitzgerald had disappeared, hadn't it?
Yes, definitely from the radars.
Now, permission to tender evidence to the bench?
Yes, you may.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now, Ms. Olson, finally, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the conditions on that night. You're aware that there were storm warnings or gale warnings about predicting the weather on November 10th?
Yes, I was aware that a gale warning was issued.
And you're aware that this gale warning included the size of the waves, aren't you?
Yes, it did.
Now, the size of the waves that were predicted was 12 to 15 feet high, wasn't it?
As I recall, yeah.
You're also aware of the size of waves that were reported on the lake, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're aware that there are waves 35 to 40 feet high, aren't you?
From what I can relate, yes.
It's more than 3 times the size of the waves were predicted, isn't it?
It is.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions.
Thank you. Anything direct?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the witness may step down.